In today's video, we're gonna showcase a super accurate strategy that uses the STC indicator. We're gonna go over how to set up all the indicators needed for this strategy, the best settings to use, as well as the entry and exit conditions. If you find value in this video, remember to leave a like. Let's get into it. So, the first indicator that we're gonna add, which is also the main indicator of this strategy, is called the STC Indicator, also known as the Shelf Trend Cycle Indicator. To add it to your chart, you're gonna go to your favorite charting platform. For me, I'm gonna be using Tradingview. If you need to sign up, link for that will be in the video description. And then you wanna select the 1 hour time frame of AUD JPY. After that, click on Indicators, and then type in STC Indicator. And you're gonna select this one created by Cheyenne KM. The STC Indicator is a technical analysis tool used to identify market trends and provide early warnings for currency movements. To understand this indicator better, let's go over its key features and functionalities. But before that, let's double-click on it to access the settings panel so we can change some settings. On the Inputs tab, change the length to 80. Then change the fast length to 27. Then head over to the Style tab, and then here we're gonna change the first plot color to green, and then increase its opacity to 100%. For the second plot color, we're gonna change it to red, and increase the opacity to 100%. After that, click OK. So this is what this indicator is made of. This line traversing the indicator window is called the STC Line. And then we have two plots, the upper plot at the top and the lower plot at the bottom. Simple. The way this indicator works to identify trends in the market is like this. When the STC line is colored green, that indicates a bullish trend. When it's colored red, that indicates a bearish trend. These threshold levels can be used to generate buy and sell signals using the STC indicator, as well as to identify areas in the market where the price may be overbought or oversold. If we wanted to use this indicator to identify buy and sell signals, we would wait for the STC line to be colored green and then cross above this lower plot. This crossover indicates a potential entry point for long positions. For short positions, it's gonna be the opposite. So you would make sure that the STC line is colored red and then crosses under the upper plot. Once that happens, you start looking for short positions. However, for the strategy I'm going to be showcasing in this video, we're going to be using the STC indicator to identify trends in the market, which means we need to add 2 more indicators to the chart. On the Indicator Search tab, type in UT Bot Alerts. Select this one by Quant Nomad. Next, type in MACD and select the Moving Average Convergence Divergence. Next, we need to change the settings for these 2 indicators to make it suitable for our strategy. But before that, let's talk about the Forex broker called Fintura. Now, I've been using Fintura for quite some time. As you can see here, this is my live account on MT4. Yes, MT4 is the trading platform used by Fintura. The reason why I think Fintura is a great broker is because of their low commissions as well as spreads that go as low as 0.0 pips. They also have a maximum leverage of 1 to 500. You know, for those of you who love high leverage. If all of this isn't enough, they're also going to give you a 100% deposit bonus for all your first deposits of between $100 all the way to $50,000. So if you deposit, say, $5,000, they're going to give you a bonus of $5,000. So in total, you're going to have $10,000 to trade with. To access the bonus as well as all the other perks, sign up to Fintura using the link in the video description. Now, let's get back to the video. Now, where were we? Oh, we're supposed to change the settings for these 2 indicators that we just added. Double-click on the MACD, then on the Style tab, we want to disable the histogram as well as the signal line, and then change the MACD line color to a brighter one. For me, I'm gonna go with orange, and then change the 0 line color to white, and then make it a solid line. After that, click OK. For the UT Bot Alerts indicator, we're gonna access its settings. Then on the Inputs tab, we're gonna change the key value to 2 and reduce the ATR period to 1. On the Style tab, we wanna disable the bar colors. After that, click OK. Now here are the entry conditions for entering a long position using these three indicators combined. For a long position, first, a buy signal should be printed from the UT bot alerts indicator. This buy signal signifies a shift in market momentum from bearish to bullish. Condition number 2 is that at the time the buy signal is printed, we need the STC line, this line right here, to be colored green, and it should also be below this lower green plot. This indicates that the market trend is shifting from bearish to bullish, and having the STC line below the lower plot makes sure that we're catching our entry at the very bottom before the market is overextended. Condition number 3, which is also the last condition, is that on the same signal candle, we need this orange MACD line to be above the zero line. All our entry conditions are met on this candle, so we're gonna enter a long position here. We're gonna set our stop loss below the most recent swing low, and for the take profit, we're gonna target a risk-reward ratio of 1.5. Letting this trade run reveals that it actually hit take profit. Now here's another long position. As you can see, we have a buy signal here printed by the UT bot alerts indicator. This buy signal was aligned to a green STC line that is also below the lower plot of the STC indicator. At the same time, the MACD line was above the zero line. With all these conditions met on this candle, we enter a long position. Now, to take a short trade, we're gonna do the opposite of everything we did for the long positions. So first, a sell signal should be printed from the UT bot alerts indicator. This sell signal signifies a shift in market momentum from bullish to bearish. Condition number 2 is that at the time the sell signal is printed, we need the STC line, this line right here, to be colored red, and it should also be above this red upper plot. This indicates that the market trend is shifting from bullish to bearish, and having the STC line above the upper plot makes sure that we're catching our entry at the very top before the market is overextended. Condition number 3, which is also the last condition, is that on the same signal candle, we need this orange MACD line to be below the zero line. All our entry conditions are met on this candle, so we're gonna enter a short position here. We're gonna set our stop loss just above the most recent swing high, and for the take profit, we're gonna target a risk-reward ratio of 1.5. We let this trade run and take profit. Now, in summary, the strategy showcased here employs the STC and the MACD indicators alongside the UT bot alerts to identify precise entry points for long and short positions. It leverages market trends, momentum shifts, and optimal risk-reward ratios to facilitate strategic trading decisions. Now, remember, not a single thing showcased in this video is financial advice. Do your own due diligence as well as extensive backtesting and forward testing before trading with your real money. That's been it for this video. I hope you found some value. If you did, hit the like button below and consider subscribing to stay tuned. Thanks for watching. See you next time.